Yeah, what's good, people? 1-0 win at home to Bournemouth, and that is just what the doctor ordered. I see a lot of people talking about the game, saying how it was dire and it was bad in the second half and we scraped a win. I don't agree with that at all. I think that it's nonsense. What I saw today was a completely different game. First of all, big shout out to my man of the match, Callum Chambers. What a performance. He had more touches, he had more passes, and he had more tackles than anybody on our team. And he was pretty much everywhere. When it was him that was there to break up the cross on the line, he was a game saver today, Callum Chambers. On both sides of the ball, he was in the second half pushing up the field just slightly a little bit to help with the front three and was managing to put some pressure in the midfield as well. And guys, he's doing this playing out of position. It's just fantastic. Well done to Callum Chambers. He's my man of the match. Some big shout outs as well to Bukayo Saka as well. Another strong game. Ceballos, another strong game. Guendouzi, solid in the midfield. All of those guys for me get a 7, 7.5. Finding that balance was always going to be tough. The amount of pressure that they were putting on in terms of the pressing, they were pretty gassed. After 70 minutes, you could see that Pepe's legs had gone. I was calling for him to be substituted, and he was. The same thing with Bukayo Saka. His legs had gone. And really, this is just showing the amount of commitment and the amount of energy they're using to run on the field. And this is where I think the game had changed for Arsenal. The team sheet was okay because we had taken Ceballos and put him in a position where he can provide some help for the front three strikers and creativity, and that worked well today. But overall, listen, Ozil is a man who's got 46 chances created and he's hardly played. And that is still more than anybody on the team. Imagine that. You're not even playing. You're not, no, you're not even on the bench. You're not even playing regularly. But since Emery has started his campaign, no man has created more chances than Ozil, and Ozil's barely played under Emery. So, you got to see it for what it is. I get that Emery doesn't like Ozil, and I get that he doesn't want him to be a part of the team. But while you're still struggling up front and in the final third, there's a man there that you can use who can get the job done. Overall, our goal output has been poor this season. But at the same time, a lot of that is going to be fixed when Lacazette comes back after the international break. So I'm not really worried too much. We're struggling at the moment, and it's a good reason why we were bringing in the likes of Martinelli today. He came on and he really made himself accountable. Loved the way that he ran at the defences. He had lovely touches, took the defence on. He had dribbles. At one time, he played a cheeky little lob over to Lacazette, which the goalkeeper did well to come out and defend. He's got so much quality about him. Listen, this Martinelli kid is the truth. Back onto the positives today. What worked? Right, so let's first of all talk about tactics. Really, have we seen Emery and Juan Carlo direct the team in terms of the balance, the gaps, and the lines that they had to manage? That was something we saw last year in our 22-game unbeaten streak, and we saw it again today, and it just shows the amount of input and passion. They're going out there with an objective, and the players are making it happen. We looked so organized today. Our lines was better. If you looked at the midfield lines, they didn't overcommit with the likes of Klasnach, Zaka. They were pretty much staying at home in that position on the midfield four line, and it was pretty much keeping Bournemouth at bay. And that's what I liked about it. Today we let in less shots than we have all season. And that shows that the organisation with the midfield tactics is starting to work. Also, the pressing from the front is another thing that we started to see more of. And all these things are actively improving the team. Another thing that worked as well was playing it out from the back. There's a lot of problems that we've had all season. The midfield shape, the pressing, and playing it out from the back. And today what we got to see was all of these things being fixed. There was many times that we saw Bournemouth staring down on Leno, putting 3 or 4 players on the edge of the penalty area. And what did Leno do? Instead of play it out wide, which he's been doing previously, he just booted it over the top. Even when Socrates had the ball wide and there was 2 players bearing down at him, instead of looking for the pass out, what did he do? He just booted it over the top. These are basic things that we've been waiting for Emery to fix. It's not rocket science, but it looks like he's gone away and he's like, look, we're not playing chicken anymore. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just get this organized. Let's just get that organized. And they came out today and they looked like a much more solid outfit. Now, why people are complaining that we only scored one goal, our commitment to keeping our shape right and staying at home and not overcommitting and leaving ourselves exposed at the back. And that worked. I would rather take a 1-0 win than 3-2 or losing. So if this is the plan going forward, I'll take it. And remember, I said we need to go on a run and we need to put a run together now. 10 games, guys, and we've only lost once, and that was to Liverpool. Look at all them teams struggling. And where are we? We're in third place. We're not playing great football at the moment, but today showed a level of tactics that are coming out to help the team moving forward. I don't know what this means next week after the international break, but what I do know is that today was something different. It was something new. It was the formula that we've seen last season when we went unbeaten for 22 games. What does that mean? Does it mean we're going to go 22 games again unbeaten? Maybe not. But what it does mean is that the team is going to be more balanced in terms of its structure. We actually saw that today. And whatever happens at the front, especially when Lacazette comes back, will take care of itself. I believe we've got enough talent there in Xhaka, in Martinelli, in Willock, in Guendouzi, in Ceballos to get through those rough games and weather out the storm. So listen, I'm really glad with the result today, guys. It's 1-0 to the Arsenal. Callum Chambers, my man of the match. And we move on now. International break. I told you to give it time, back your team, have some patience and let this thing develop. There might be a chance for Emery to come out of his shell. You know, I've not been his biggest fan over the last month or so, but today him and the coaching staff showed me something different and I like what I see. All right, man. Right back at you guys. All the best. Peace out.